you know, one thing I found out, about life, sometimes life, you just never know where you're going to be in life. And sometimes you'll plan things and it just won't go that way. And there's many things that I planned in my life that God, I had it going left, but God did a U-turn and made it go the other way. And it's just amazing how life is. Life is funny sometimes. We plan things, but it don't always work that way. But what I hope to happen, I hope that I can be in a place that um, I can reach more people for Christ and to spread the gospel and just do positive things and help people. I would like to do things in more countries, like especially less fortunate countries, poor children. I'm very. My heart is really in the uh, the youth, you know, especially undeveloped countries. But children, I've been in places where children, it's just pitiful, and I just want to be where I can, even child abuse. I want to be where I can uh, have an impact on uh, abused children, be able to help abused children in places. I mean, it's funny because when you look at life, that's why I always talk about. I always try to ask God to give me peace and joy, peace within my spirit, because when you look in life, period, I wish I could do a lot of things, but I can't do a lot of things. I'm just one man. I'm just a man like everybody else. And I hope for a lot of things. But I wish that I wish God could give me uh, a larger impact. Not so that I can really shine, but so that I can help people that can't help themselves. Because it used to bother me so bad when I hear about things that happen all over the world. I mean, there's things that just blow your mind that you wouldn't even imagine happens to children. And when I think about that, it breaks my heart, you know. So God knows my heart, That's really what I want to do. I want to be in a place that I can, of course, do my music and everything, but also be in a place so just the position that I'm in, I could help a lot of people that can't help themselves. Did that explain your question at all?
Yeah, what country would you want to go to next that you haven't been to?
Well, I'm scheduled to go to Brazil in September this year, 2021. Going to Brazil. I'm going for 2 months. I'll be doing some tours over there. I'll be doing some festivals. Hopefully, if this pandemic and everything hold out, I'm going to be, part of some festivals and doing things in the churches and the youth community and stuff like that. So,
There's some really bad places on the hill
oh,
there in Brazil.
oh yes,
Real bad.
oh yes.
Are you going to try to go to any of those?
Well, I mean, I'm willing to go wherever God opens the door. You know, one thing I know about God, he's an order. He's an order God. He does things in order. So long as it's his timing and he's guiding my footsteps, I'm willing to walk in those footsteps. I don't like to go beyond. I don't like to take steps before God. I don't like to be a quick man because I found out if you're too quick, you make a lot of mistakes in life. So I like when I'm making steps. I like for God to be holding my hand while I'm going. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you're basically going to go there with a plan, but you know that life happens while you're making other plans, and you're you're flexible.
Amen. Yes, I'm very flexible. I'm flexible. Yes, I am. You have to be flexible.
Yeah.
Um, you have to be flexible.
And being in music, you got to be real resilient and flexible.
Oh yes, because things is always changing. The music industry. Oh my goodness, it just changes all the time. You think you got this figured out, then something else. You got to do something else. I mean, the music business, being an artist is not just about getting instrument. It's about you have to know the business. You have to if you don't know the business, you have to be connected with someone that knows the business. You know, the
Yep.
business is like I would say the business is 85, 90%, if not more, a product. You know, whether you're successful or not. Would you agree?
Yep. So where did you grow up?
I grew up in a small town, Beulaville, North Carolina. Um, most people have never heard of that place. Small little place outside of Wilmington, North Carolina. I know you guys have probably heard of Wilmington. Uh, Probably about, I would say, 25 minutes from this place called Topset Island, a beach. Um, Raised in the country. When it gets dark outside, you can't see nothing. That's what I'm talking about. Country. No lights, you know. Come from a humble place, you know. A big family. Um, my mother, father, great marriage. Um, them are my role models. They have raised me up. They have taught me right from wrong. They have instilled the truth in me throughout my life. Um, I got four sisters, two brothers. So it was a big family. We was taught how to get along. That was a lot of our teaching. All of us in one house, you know, we had to get along. We had to share. You know, my parents wouldn't let us argue and all that type of stuff. You know, we did it, but if they called us, they would stop us. Listen, y'all get along, y'all sisters and brothers, and that's the kind of place I come from. And you know, when I was growing up as a child, you know, your mind. I noticed you. The older you get, your mind changes. I found that out. And when you're growing up, there's a lot of things you just don't understand. And there was times where I thought, my mom is so strict, my dad is so strict. They won't let me go outside until I learn do my homework. I can't. All my friends over there having a ball, they playing basketball, and I just want to go over there and just play for 15 minutes. But I cannot go because she telling me I gotta learn my timetables. I gotta keep studying them, and then she'll say, okay, she'll test me. She said, let me test you. She said, let me see if you got it. And if I miss one, get one answer wrong, nope. She tell me, go back to the room, and you finish learning those timetables. Same thing with the golden text. Sunday school, we had to learn the golden text. Before I went outside and played, I had to. My parents have instilled priorities in me. So now that I'm a grown man, um, I'm very big on priorities, and it really makes me uncomfortable when I deal with people that don't understand that. Just like business people, people that's not on time. You tell them, meet me here this time. That bothers me because I was raised. I know things happen sometimes, but I was raised to be on time, be punctual. If you say yes, mean yes. If you say no, then mean no. And I have found out that this is just not how the world works. So, so, so I have tried to thicken my skin throughout my journey and try to learn patience with people over the time. Because there's times I've been in situations with people where it just didn't end well, you know, because of little things like not being on time, you know, saying you're gonna do that stuff bothers me a little bit. But over time, I have learned how to. This is not the way the world works, so you have to kind of get in where you fit in and know who to connect with and know who not to connect with, and test people by their spirits. You know, so I'm sort of a person like, okay, if I'm dealing with someone, I will kind of test their spirit out, and to save myself and them a headache, if our spirits don't match, I just won't. I will kindly depart. Don't mess with them because I don't want to never get to a point where I have to forgive them or they have to forgive me. So I like to try to judge things before it happens if I can. I just think that's just the best way to do it. I don't like to get in drama and situations with people, and I don't like tension.
Mm.
I don't like those type of things. So I know the Bible, and one of the scriptures, I can't think of the scriptures right now, but it talks about test them by their fruit, test them by the Spirit. Um, Not what they say so much, because people, everybody, the Bible talks about a man is right in his own way anyway. Everybody wants to, gonna say good things most of the time about themselves, and they want to always give themselves the benefit of the doubt. So most of the time when I'm dealing with people, I like to uh, test their spirit and their actions.
So your music influences and what you like to do would be what?
A lot of people ask me that question, and I have not been able to just put my finger right on it. I have a variety, whatever I write all my songs. I write, arrange all of the instruments and everything. Um, so when it comes down to my style of music, I would just say I'm more of a soulful gospel sound. It's a variety of reggae, gospel, country, soulful, blues, but it's gospel. I'm only talking about Christ, but it's just a mixture of different styles. I don't really have a person an artist that I just like an idol like that. I'm just the type of person that just go with the flow, whatever I feel, whatever God put in my heart to write and play. That's what I do. I perform in front of white audience, black audience, Spanish audience. It doesn't matter. I got a song for all people.
That's a good answer.